Good? All right, so let's first talk about your shirt choice today.
Yeah.
Because it could have been Flash, but...
Lifelong. I mean, a lifelong Superman fan. Never been to Comic-Con. If I ever came, I would have been in this. So.
This is your first time at Comic-Con?
Yeah, I've never been. So, I mean...
What's your impression?
Well, I haven't walked the floor or anything yet, so this is the beginning of my day. So, I mean, I don't know. It seems intense. I'm having fun so far, though.
And I was going to say, you're kind of at a different state in your career now than you were. Can you walk the floor?
I don't know.
Might be disguise time.
Yeah, it might be time for a mask.
Mustache,
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
A mullet.
I'd like to walk the floor.
Yeah, you should. You should. So I know you really boned up on the Flash comic books and the character and everything. How has your perception changed of him once you read the comic books and now that you guys are filming? Is it changing with every episode?
Yeah, it is, because I mean there's a lot of info in the comics, but at the same they don't. If you don't know all of the history, I mean, it's kind of like straightforward, and it's just a guy. It can be a little different from comic book to comic book. So I mean, as these scripts are coming in, I'm starting to figure out what our Barry Allen is, and it's fun, man. I mean, it's like we're definitely creating something from scratch here. It's not a Barry Allen you've ever seen, so it's exciting.
Okay. The villains that Barry's going to be coming up against, I know some have been announced, like Wentworth Miller's coming in. That's going to be exciting.
Yep.
Are they going to be aware of the Flash at this point because it's all so early, or are they really coming to do their own thing and Barry has to stop that?
Yeah, they're all coming to do their own thing. Nobody's like coming after the Flash yet. But yeah, it's cool. I mean, they're getting introduced how the Rogues get introduced. They don't want to kill people. They're doing their job. They're robbing. I mean, it's like they have the same rules the Rogues have in the comics, and they kind of have standards even though they're criminals, which is kind of cool.
Okay. How, at least when the show gets started, where would you say Barry's heart is, and with whom?
As we continue past the pilot, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yes.
Well, I mean, Iris is his lifelong love, and even though she doesn't know, but he can't really. He's not going to get in the way of Iris and Eddie right now because that's not something Barry would do. And he also, I don't think, is putting love at the top of his priority list, just because he feels this responsibility now to take care of the city, to find these metahumans that are running free and killing people. So, I mean, he has other things to worry about. But, I mean, we've got Felicity coming in on episode 4, and we got a little double date action happening. And, yeah, it's really funny, cute Felicity Barry stuff. I mean, it's a really... 2 and 3 are kind of keeping the same pace as the pilot. And then 4 is too, but it's like a little bit lighter and funnier. And it's a little... switching it up a little bit.
Okay, real quick, is it safe to say that Felicity will kind of get a sense of what's gone on with Barry and Iris? Because I'm sure she does not. She at first was not too aware of that relationship.
Wasn't too aware. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it to her in the Arrow episode with Barry, but just kind of that there was somebody else that doesn't feel the same way, and we get a little bit more into it, and she knows more than I think she knows about a lot of things when she comes to Central City.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.